Serenith, a versatile support striker that hacks enemy IFF signals and calls down supercharged beams to snipe foes. A true battlefield multitasker.
What's up YouTube, Xraypc here, and we're back with another kind of breakdown guide thing for another mech coming to Mecha Break, a new one called Serenith. They're a long range kind of, they're like low-key like an assassin, except they're more supporty, and they can also drop like orbital strikes on. Go back in 1, 2. Alright, so first thing about Serenith, as you see when they're shooting lasers, is the energy autocannon. It's their left mouse button. It fires a plasma, like energy blast. So there's energy damage, ballistic damage, and blast damage, and then melee damage. It has 2 charge levels to it as well. It does a big straight blast if you do the first charge right here, as seen right here. It does a little bit of health damage, but then also takes more shield damage. And then if you do the second charge, it does an AoE blast attack as well, and takes force ammo instead of 2, as the first charge does. So right here, on the target, it would do health and shield, but on someone else it would do both. Or someone else would just do the shield damage. Your right mouse button is your orbital targeting system. Drops an airstrike like ability that does AoE damage on landing and bypasses their fluid armor a tad bit, like their shields. That's like your left click weapon, but that happens to everybody. The weapon reloads itself over time. You can't actually manually reload it. I don't even think you can do that with your main weapon, but you definitely can't do it with this. And then your weapon, hold the charged weapon, and it does that massive AoE, just a massive continuous damage. Also, it could hurt your teammates as well. So be careful. On the main target, it actually, or on your enemies, it does health and shield just like that and kill them faster. But on your teammates, it only does shield damage. You can kind of make use of that. Maybe your friend has like a say like only does shield damage. So you could use somebody who has a like Stego who could regen people's shields over time, or anybody who does that, and then kind of withstand this damage. And like usually you would combo this, so like you would hit them with the orbital laser, and then your friend, like a melee character, would be meleeing them the entire time, keeping them in it the entire time, while also just shredding their health bar. So you can combo this a lot. And then also this helps against all those boring Stego, Tricera, Welkin, boring as hell comps. If you guys ever like go to their channel and watch the esports, and like 80% of the games is that comp, that's pretty much what this character could stop. Also, I think their left click fully pierces the target too, so it might be able to pierce and just hit multiple targets on top of that if you don't just do the big AoE splash one. And then they're already nerfed. I already said this in my one of my older videos. They one of the top 5 things you missed from the live stream. One of the 5 things is their balance. So yeah, they went over that. And then yeah, so you see it charges over time. And then their next ability is called the Grappler, which it's a skill 1. Once it attaches, it flips your allies and enemies' health bars, so that the enemy who is attached to it cannot tell who's who. The Grappler can also be used to interact with objects from range, which then enables you to capture bombs and flags from a distance, and to force the enemy to stop moving as if you sat on it. So right here, they attach the beam, and then you can see them like blue and red. So it's a signify their thing is flipped. And then yeah, right here he's like capturing it. It's like advancing it, and then he could also take capture objectives like that. Their skill 2 is the Disruptor. Increases their mobility, grants the striker immunity to lock on. The effect will linger even if the Disruptor is no longer enabled. Usable during stagger and can be canceled early for faster cooldown. And boom. So it's like I think it's an extra ability, honestly, that allows them without having to waste shift. And then their last ability is Recon Kit. It boosts main weapon and sidearm detection kit and lock-on range. Ignores terrain, Corite Haze, and Corite Pulse Storms. So pretty much Falcon, all the buffs they got, Falcon got, and Aquila. And then can press again to cancel and get faster cooldown from it. Works similar, yeah, it works similar to Falcon. So right here you can see them through the wall, and that means I'm pretty sure just all these recon abilities show it for your teammates. So now your entire team gets walls. But yeah, that is Serenith. They say supporty, but not really. I mean, they're more just like a DPS character that just has like a radar in their kit, and then the disruption grappler is not, unless they can allow you. They didn't really like explain it and show it or do anything like that. But when their health bar flips, I'm not sure if it's like, oh, I could swing. I think it's just, oh, I swung on this guy, nothing's happening. Like, what's going on? I can see his red health bar. I don't know how far the disruption grappler can go. At last video, I had Solaris, who when they hit you with the grapple hook, you're slowed, get stunned on impact, and you have half the dash distance, and they can use an ability to fly to you. So this one is like, it's like obnoxious. It's more for when objective game modes, I think. I think it's way better for game mode. So if you're playing an objective game mode and you're using the grappler on an enemy, I think you're playing it wrong. I think you definitely want to just attach it to something from afar, and it allows you to not have to just sit on a pay. Like somebody can, like a Welkin and a Stego can throw their shield in front of you, and then you could just throw your grapple hook onto it until it captures. So that means they actually have to push you. So it like, he kind of like aids and like also makes that more annoying. But then also, I mean, if one team has it, it's not like League or anything like that where the game stops you from having it on your team. It's you could just play it yourself. And also, I think what they're gonna do, like just like they did the esports and ranked, is I allow one ban per team. So like this character like is up in the air. They might get banned a lot, but they also might be easy to deal with. Who knows? This one's like kind of up in the air for me, where I'm not sure it's gonna be crazy strong, or like right now it's strong, but I don't know if it's gonna be too overpowered for a lot of the objective game modes. Like Stellaris, I think is gonna be always strong in the right hands, and maybe just okay in like other people's because of how high skill cap and a decently high skill folder it is. But this character is like pretty easy and has that orbital laser beam they can shoot from anywhere and just hit anybody. Like, and they could reveal people through walls. They could show people who like on objectives. They could shoot on people in the Desert Storm. All of a sudden, you're trying to capture the objective in the Desert Storm, and they just shoot you from far over and over and over again with their spammable gun. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's the breakdown and my opinion on the character. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you guys on the next one.